The hushed town of Eldridge had always kept its secrets well, nestled deep in the shadowy heart of the whispering woods. When the fog rolled in off the river, the air grew dense with unspoken stories, none more chilling than that of the Hollow Man. Legends told of a figure who wandered the woods, his face obscured by an ancient, feathered mask, and his presence heralded by an eerie, hollow cry that could curdle the blood of the bravest soul. For decades, the Hollow Man had been nothing more than a whispered legend, a grim bedtime story meant to keep children from wandering too far into the woods at night. But Carson Finch was never one to heed warnings. Intrigued by the morbid tale and driven by a need to disprove the fear-mongering folklore, Carson decided one fateful evening to unravel the myth himself. As night fell, he ventured deeper into the forest, his flashlight slicing through the veil of mist that clung to the gnarled trees like spectral fingers. Each step he took seemed to echo louder than the last, as if the forest itself was warning him to turn back. Hours passed and Carson's confidence began to wane, replaced by an uneasy chill that seemed to seep into his bones. Just as he was about to give up and curse himself for a fool, he heard it, the hollow cry. It reverberated through the trees, a sound so unnatural that it seemed to freeze the very air. Heart pounding, Carson pressed on, his rational mind at war with primal fear. Then he saw it, a figure standing just beyond the reach of his flashlight's beam, taller and more grotesque than he had imagined. The Hollow Man's mask gleamed in the moonlight, feathers rustling as if alive. Carson tried to speak, to demand an explanation, but his voice betrayed him, emerging as nothing more than a strangled whisper. The Hollow Man stepped closer, and Carson saw that the mask wasn't a mask at all but a part of his face.